Yeah, just ask me what's going on.
I started already. So this is a Volvo.
Yeah, Volvo 240.
No. Just talk to me, Lawrence, all smiling, all nervy. This is, tell me what it is.
A Volvo 240.
See what I mean? You're just telling me. So this is a Volvo.
Volvo 240, 2.3 petrol engine.
Yeah.
Running LH 2.4. We have got loads of water, loads of oil, leaking all over the timing belt and all over the water pump, covering the belt, so the belts are squeaky. You can see down here.
Where am I looking?
See.
Oh, okay.
All leaking. Main culprit is probably going to be the rocker cover. Don't look too good because you can see all the grease on the top, but it's not all wet around the top here. But there is an oil seal behind the cam, so educated guesses I think is the rear main oil seal's going. But with all the oil coming out of here, the oil coming out of here everywhere, I think there's a good chance that the PCV box might be blocked, so the engine's not breathing properly. So it's brought in. We're gonna change the rear main oil seal, so we're gonna put a belt on it at the same time, and then we're gonna change the PCV box at the back.
Sorry, what's a PCV?
So it's like an engine breather, like a crankcase breather for the oil pressure. So obviously the crank will build up pressure as it's moving around and stuff. So it'll build up oil pressure. Well, that oil pressure needs to escape somewhere so it doesn't over pressurize. But then you can't just have like an hole in the side of the block or you just lose all your oil coming out of it. So when that ventilation box is all choked up and it can't breathe, the oil pressure has got to come out somewhere. So usually it'll either come out rocker cover cap or force its way out behind the cam oil seal. So basically we don't really know where it's coming from at the moment, but the fact that this is absolutely caked around here suggests that it's there. If all this was wet, even though this has got crud in it, don't get me wrong, which is like solidified oil, and it's a little bit damp, but it's no way near damp,
fresh,
as compared to what that is there. So it's radiator out, cam belt off, give it all a clean up. We're going to change that rear main oil seal, we're going to change the PCV box, clean it all up, and then we'll run it off. We'll send him away in it to have a go of it, use it, and see where it's coming from there. So
right, so that's diagnostic for now. This is that's the next steps, and then
yeah, so now we're just going to go for it. We're going to take the cam belt's got to come off anyway to change the rear main oil, the cam oil seal, because it's behind the gear, like I said. So if we're going to change the timing belt, there's no point in putting the old timing belt on because it's the labour to get to the timing belt. You might as well just spend that little extra bit and put the belt on. You know it's right. The belt also could have a little bit of oil on it, which could deteriorate the belt, which could make the belt break. Yeah, it could slip, but then also the oil will eat away at the belt. So say the belt's got a life expectancy of X amount, well, it's going to be a lot less now, because if it's been covered in oil, you are deteriorating the belt away, so it's not going to last as long as it should do. So there's no point in putting that old belt back on, because if it breaks up, it'll just blow the engine to bits, do all the valves and all that stuff.
So in terms of what parts you are changing now, what parts have you got to have ready to go now?
So on this, we need, he says the water pump's not that old and he don't want to change the water pump. I'd probably put a water pump on it, but if you don't want to change the water pump, that's fine. So really it's cam rear oil seal, PCV box, and the timing belt with a new tensioner that we're going to put on.
So 4 items, those are your 4.
Yeah, we've got 3 of them in stock. The only thing that we're out of at the moment is a PCV, but we will get them back in stock. So literally you can drop it off here. I don't need to worry about it. And then because we've got loads of old spares and old engines and bits and bobs, he's happy to drop it here, because if anything breaks, we've got all the other stuff, rather than like a standard garage that doesn't really work on them all the time, they might be like
struggling to get
struggling to get the bits, and then
Yeah.
it's stuck on a ramp and all that stuff. So
Right,
yeah,
okay.
we're gonna go for it and see how we go. Give it all a clean off and go from there. Might
So-
need some alternator belts on it, to be fair, but we'll tackle that bit when we come to it.
Right, okay, so I will, obviously learning as I am now, I'll try and stand and go through everything with you. If you can kind of show me what we're doing and how we're doing it, that would be really good. If you guys want to follow along with me and learn a few tricks of the trade, join us for all our next videos.